Hey Cancer, this is Isel. I am wanting to do your December love and relationship reading for the year of 2018, for the month of December 2018. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started in your reading. I've already shuffled everybody. I'm going to do some more shuffling though, just to move it along, but yeah. Show me love and energy reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for December 2018. Love and relationship energy reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus 2018 December. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, Cancer. So this is basically new beginnings. This is new stability. This is inheritance. It is somebody loaning you money, you giving money. This is basically windfalls of finance. This is planting new seeds in regard to situations that you can build for the long term. New foundations. Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, December 2018 love and relationship reading. So you have the King of Wands here, Cancer. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a very gregarious king. This is a handsome man. This is somebody who is very, they move quickly towards what they want. You know, they have power, they have exacting thought, they have, desire and passion within their step. They're very clear in what they want and they go after it. They're a go-getter, they're a leader. They're somebody who is very, I don't want to say smooth talking, like they're going to pull the wool over your eyes, but they can sure tickle your fancy. Let's just put it like that. They're fun, and they can be quite frisky. Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Three of Cups here, Cancer. So this is celebrations, it's community, it's connection, hanging out with friends, being in connection to groups that are basically you share the same mindset. It can also be third-party situations in regard to that. It doesn't have to be, family as well. This could be a brand new situation in regard to a fire sign where it's like you feel like, oh my God, this is amazing. I feel like I'm floating on cloud nine. I want to celebrate. I want to tell my friends about this person. This could also be a situation where it's like you figure out the direction that you want to go in your life. And it's like that comes from when we communicate with our friends, with our family, with our peers. It comes from like solidifying what it is that we want. We get people's advice in regard to the movement and the motion that we need to go into. And that sometimes is the beginning of something new. Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Five of Cups here, Cancer. It's just talking about regret, pain, frustration, crying over spilled milk, emotional disarray in regard to something that we thought was going to go one way and it may have gone a completely different direction. A time of mourning, This is basically needing to go through the process of mourning and healing and grief. But when you do, you offer yourself the potential for something new here, Cancer. Okay, you have love here, you have abundance here. It just takes a little bit of time, in regard to that being under this Ace of Pentacles. It's more so like you have the chance at rebuilding something in your own life. It doesn't have to be with this person. If there is a person that you're frustrated about, you could have been coming from a situation and now you have somebody potentially new, and it's like, whoa, it almost brought you out of where you were in this grieving period, but you have to go through that anyhow. At the bottom of the deck here for this Five of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. So this is, this is pain. This is heartbreak. This can be third-party situations as well. We do have two threes here. Oftentimes this combination tends to talk about somebody stepping out of a relationship to be with somebody else, somebody cheating on somebody who basically is a player, somebody who got played. Like, there's a lot of that. And also, if this card here, sometimes in the reverse, this guy's a total jackass, okay? He's upright, though. Show me the King of Wands for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You have two cards popping out. So the first one popping out is strength. So First off, it's a Leo card, okay? This King of Wands very well may be a Leo, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be a Leo. This is a situation that calls for strength, patience, observation. It calls for calming down our sometimes emotional selves and just our energy in general, just because we sometimes need to like tame our own inner beast. Yeah, patience, I feel. And the other card that you have came out in upside down. I don't know what it is yet, but sometimes when that happens, it's almost as if certain aspects of this message are hidden, certain things that may have, you know, be part of this strength with the King of Wands. There may be some aspect of this that's hidden. So let's find out what's hidden. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is basically giving up on a situation, not choosing to put your energy and effort into something that you've been willing to do for so long. And now it's like, ugh, what's the point? You know, you could feel that way in regard to a situation due to this Five of Cups. If you have been cheated on, it's almost as if like you need strength to deal with this situation, but the outcome is like, nah, I don't want to go any further. The Chariot at the bottom of the deck in reverse, not going any further, not moving any further with anything. This is your card, Cancer, okay? Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I knew this guy was going to come out. This is the Page of Swords. So this is basically quick communication. It is somebody who is immature in the way that they communicate. Sometimes certain deeds are done in regard to immature actions, you know, immature impulsivity. This person is now having to look at this. This card is under this card, okay? So it's like they have to look at this situation. If somebody cheated on you, it's like they need to look at the situation, but also they may want to communicate. This is also a truth seeker. So sometimes this talks about apology. Sometimes it talks about communicating truth. Yes, it can talk about spying. You know, you can be spying on this person. They could be spying on you, either way. But it's quick communication, and it's sometimes it's a little more blunt than it is easier to deal with. Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. So you have the High Priestess here in reverse, Cancer. Okay, so Virgo, Pisces energy. You have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck for that. So this card talks about, you know, utilizing your intuition, trusting in faith, trusting in yourself, communicating with the spirit realm, being in connection to those who are more so spiritually inclined, seeking advice from those who are, you know, tarot readers, witches, spiritual gurus. Who else? Let's see here. Somebody who you can connect with that resonates with you on a spiritual level and that you trust their information and energy, okay? Here in reverse, it talks about being out of balance in regard to what it is that you trust, what it is that you believe in yourself. Sometimes we're out of balance in regard to trusting our own intuition in a situation. You know, if you've been in situations like this before where you've been cheated on, where you've been treated like crap, sometimes we start to question our own ability to make proper decisions, make decisions that are going to be helpful to us in the long run, okay? This is being more so logical, analytical in regard to situations and cutting them out, being very truthful, honest in how you feel, you know, not letting your emotions get the better of you. I think that that's really important in regard to pain, okay? In regard to pain, frustration, you know, that can be very important, especially for Cancers, because you guys are incredibly intuitive, incredibly deep. You are, it's almost as, when I think of Cancer, I think of the subtle body. You know, the subtle bodies are not the physical body. The subtle bodies are the outer realm bodies. I almost feel sometimes Cancers kind of connect to that more so. It's interesting. And like this earthly realm is like the shell that you want to cocoon in, you want to be comfortable in. There's an energy here where it's like, you know, you have to step out of that. You have to be very conscious and equipped to deal with the truth now. And you must speak your truth and speak it well, you know. And be careful, like, with getting, I mean, get upset. I'm not going to tell you don't get upset, but like be honest, be thoughtful, but don't like go for blood. Like there's a fine line, not really even fine. There's a line, don't cross. Show me more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. So you have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Swords here, Cancer. So, okay. You have two kings here. So you have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. You just had the King of Swords. I think the King of Swords is the energy that you need to utilize in regard to the situation. If you're dealing or have been dealing with somebody who's more so on the materialistic side, more so somebody who is outright willing to get what they want by disregarding you. They're kind of piggish. They're kind of boorish. They can be basically somebody who is incredibly self-serving, and they do not take you into consideration. You know, they are, yeah. And it's almost as if the situation, it's like you having to deal with it takes you out of, it's not even your comfort zone. It takes you out of the ability to discern with them, because it's like what would be in consideration to stability that they should be communicating, that they should be bringing to you. It's like they're off with that. It's not something that you can trust. There's mind games, there's manipulation in regard to that. And so it constantly leaves you out of balance. You may have been spying on this person to find truth in regard to what it is that you dealt with them. But you know what? I think the meat and potatoes of the situation is that you just need to pay attention to the potential of third-party situations. You may need to utilize your strength and power, lead yourself out of this situation, and offer yourself a brand new beginning, okay? That may be what you need to do, because here at the bottom of the deck for all of these cards, you have balance, you have balance. You also have a card of giving and receiving. You know, sometimes this denotes somebody stepping out of a relationship and secretly giving to somebody else on the side. Okay, so you have that. You had the Three of Swords, you had making a debut or an appearance, you have the Three of Cups over here. So it's almost as if we have to balance. This is also a card of deep balance, you know, balancing our own energies in ourselves. But it's like we have to come to a certain level of equilibrium and balance, stabilize our lives, and move forward towards something that we truly want. I'm going to clarify everybody here, but like that's, in a nutshell, I feel that that's kind of what's going on in this reading. I feel that somebody was done dirty, and, you now have to pick yourself up and move forward into a new direction. Okay. So clarify for Cancer here. I'm going to clarify the kings first. So clarify the King of Wands. King of Wands, you have the Hangman popping out. So this is basically contemplation in regard to where it is that you want to go, where it is that you want to be within yourself. You know, the Knight of Cups here in reverse. This is basically somebody who is dishonest. They will basically feed you a line of bullshit. They blow smoke up your ass just to get what they want. They will emotionally manipulate you. So if you're dealing with somebody of this nature, it's almost as if you've taken into consideration what works for you and what doesn't work for you. This is basically taking time out. This is making sure that you have enough energy and time to move forward towards what you want, okay? What works for you. Show me the King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse? It's Judgment in reverse here, Cancer, okay? With the Devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this is basically, here, this was somebody that did not use their judgment wisely. They still do not use their judgment wisely in regard to you. But, you know, you've had enough time to consider this situation. I don't think that you're going to want to reconcile with this person. I don't think that you want to move forward with this person. I think it's much better for you to actually look at what it is that you want in your life. Doesn't have to be relationship related. Like when you leave a relationship, when you're moving away from a relationship, don't jump into another relationship. Stabilize your life. Stabilize the aspects of your life. All of them. Whatever you can work towards, stabilize. Yeah. You're moving away from somebody who is very self-serving, very toxic. This is addiction, sexual dependency, sexual exploitation. This is somebody who is codependent, very toxic energy. Here we're releasing it, we're removing it, we're allowing it to go away. Show me this Ace of Pentacles. What is this about? So you have the Eight of Swords here for the Ace of Pentacles, okay? It's interesting because it's like it's like thinking about what it is that we want to get involved in our lives, thinking about this could be some, you know, I do want to mention here, King of Pentacles. This could be the King of Pentacles offering a new beginning, Pentacle, you know, but I truly feel too, and if that's happening, this is where you have to take into consideration everything that you've experienced so far. But what I'm feeling right now is that you need to utilize your strength, trust in yourself, and pull yourself out of the situation because you know it's unhealthy, you know it's uncomfortable. By doing that, you give yourself the potential for something new. You can go after something new, okay? Don't sit in your mind about it though. Don't worry about it. Just trust that you can exit this. I sound really like, I don't know, I feel like I sound as if like the process is bam, bam, bam. It's not. It takes time. It's not something that just happens overnight, you know, but like when we sit and we ruminate and we worry about the direction that we're going in or what we're coming from, or if I should leave it at all, you know, like, you know, maybe there were aspects here that I could have done better or whatever. It's like, you know, if somebody is willing to disregard you in such a regard, in such a way, like, take that as a gigantic lesson and thank them for that, because that's indicative of what they'll do again. That's indicative of who they are as a person. Yes, people can change, but when you take it to those types of lengths, usually people have an agenda. Usually that's something that's planned. Usually that's something that they put their energy and effort into on the secret, on the sly. Don't do that. Don't be part of that. Show me the Three of Cups for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So yeah, you may be having a hard time moving away from this. You may be having a hard time coming to terms with this third-party situation. We have strength here, okay? It's talking about having strength to persevere. It's talking about connecting with yourself and being patient in regard to this situation with the third-party situation. You need to let it drop, all right? It's almost as if we've come back and forth to the situation. Do you want to keep coming back to it, or do you want to let it go? You know, some of you may be fighting this because you might find that there's a level of stability inside the situation where it's like, you need to consider, is this actual stability, or is this something that like I can bring myself? You know, if somebody has money and you're tied to them, you can make money. You can make your own money. You don't have to be tethered to somebody. You can do what you need to do on your own for yourself. That's the beauty of life. If somebody's willing to treat you poorly in such disregard, don't stick around. Show me the Five of Cups for Cancer, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me the Five of Cups for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The World. Okay, Cancer. So yeah, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. You're not accepting this offer from them. First of all, if they're offering anything, you're not accepting it. The World is talking about finality. It talks about learning immense lessons, okay? Painful lessons that are earth-shattering and life-altering. They change your life completely, but it's for the better. When we go through pain, we're forced to expand. We're forced to crack our hearts open and bleed, let it die out, and then rebuild. You know, it's like we have to let go of our comfort zones. If you're stuck in a comfort zone with somebody and it's toxic, you need to be honest with yourself about the situation and remove yourself from the situation. You know, don't let material stability because that also a lot of the time can be very that can be a trap for Cancerians. You know, you want to be comforted, you want to be sometimes in like lavish surroundings, you want to have the stability or the idea that you're stable, that you have material goods. Like, these things are very comforting to Cancer. But if you're in a situation that is detrimental, that is painful, that is deceptive, you know, yet you still have this other aspect, like, well, if I stay, I still have the house and I still have this finance and I still have, you know, shared blah, blah, blah. Do you really want to put yourself aside to maintain that when this person doesn't regard you? Okay? These are deep lessons that we have to learn. Okay? They're for you. You just have to trust them. I don't believe you're taking this offer, though. I don't believe you're moving forward with this person. It just causes too much conflict within you and within the situation. Show me strength. Queen of Swords in reverse, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely you, Cancer. This is you out of balance. This is you upset. This is you hurting, you know. Sometimes it's vindictive. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes it's name-calling and accusatory and, you know, just downright ruthless. But sometimes this is just somebody who is incredibly hurt. They're hurt. And it's like their mind is the one taking the brunt of everything. They can't release anything in their minds, from their minds. But it feels like this is not being put effort into any longer. You need to regain your emotional balance, Cancer. You need to regain yourself. She's drinking. She's about to drink from this cup, okay? She's either about to drink from it or evaluate what's in it, you know? If this is a cup of poison, evaluate it. If this is a cup of health, you're giving it to yourself. You have to make that decision. You have to see what's being fed to you. You have to know what you're feeding to yourself, and that can be on an emotional aspect. That doesn't have to be food or drink. That can literally be on an emotional aspect. You have to know what you're feeding yourself, your subtle bodies. Show me the Page of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Emperor here. The Emperor is an interesting card. The Emperor is, he is a boss. He is an emperor. He's somebody that is, he deals with the realities. He deals with every aspect of life to basically secure the situations in regard to his family, you know, himself, his family. He does so, positively, you know, he cares. He's, you know, less emotional and just more so nose to the grindstone, get it done type of person, okay? With the Page of Swords, though, coming up for the Page of Swords, like, I don't know. I'd feel like this person is wanting to talk to you about stuff, but, like, also here, I'm also feeling like, again, that type of energy where I was talking about, like, the financial aspect, like somebody... Don't let somebody hold finance over you, you know, or don't be connected to somebody's finances. I'm not trying to make you sound like a money grubbing, like, you know, gold digger. That's not what I'm making you, not trying to make you sound like that, Cancer. What I am trying to emphasize, though, is to not be lured in by somebody's abundance. Show me more for the Emperor, please, for Cancer. So you have the King of Wands here. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But here, I think this is you looking at this person, looking at this situation. You're not taking the offer, Cancer. This is the Knight of Cups in reverse. You're not communicating anymore with this person. It's like, you can't see eye to eye because this person is always going to be higher than you. Even if you're an exalted energy like the King, the Emperor is going to trump everybody. Okay? He's like RoboCop, or I don't know, the Terminator. Like, you can't fuck with him. You can't kill him. I mean, sure, you could, but like, don't do that. But, you know, there's no true, like, movement with this person. Like it's always going to be at odds. This is why you need to transform your energy into the King of Wands and move forward. Look at this king, okay? He does not look very happy. He looks careworn. He looks exhausted. I don't think he's really wanting to go any further with this situation or with this Emperor person here. Show me the High Priestess for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we have the Page of Swords and we have the High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess. So this is basically communication. This is going within. This is really balancing out your own energies. This is being honest within what you want in your life, even if it feels like it's immature, like, oh, I should know this about myself by now, or I shouldn't be doing this situation, or like I shouldn't be involved in something so detrimental. It's having those honest conversations with yourself and trusting what it is that you're moving forward toward. Trusting your inner truth, okay? Yeah, but cutting yourself free. You also have the Thick of Swords at the bottom of the deck for this. This is basically moving forward into a different direction, moving away from conflict, frustration, hurt, harm. Show me the King of Pentacles. Again, Judgment. Yeah. It's just reiteration. Strength. So you have to deal with this person either way, but having strength to do so is something that's going to be serving you in the long run much farther. It may be difficult to let this person go. I clarified him earlier. We got Judgment in reverse. It may be difficult to let this person go, but I think in the long run, it's beneficial for you because all it brings is fighting and conflict. Okay. Show me this Five of Swords, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah. Here. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Three of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So basically, and the Ace of Swords upright under the Three of Swords. So basically, in regard to this Five of Swords energy that doesn't really want to look at what they cause, you've been stabbed in the back way too many times. This is extensive betrayal. This is frustration. This is being disregarded. But these are lessons. Each sword represents a long-standing pain, something that results in understanding yourself and the situation better. It's lessons that need to be learned. When in finality, it's a card of finality. You know, this card is talking about a lot. It's very painful. It almost feels like you've been done in. But here, we're releasing it. We're letting these swords fall down. You know, we have an understanding of how to move forward from this situation, even if it takes time, patience. But here, we're not moving anywhere with this person, okay? No, we're not moving anywhere with this person. This is a no-go. And it's not even a delay. Like, the movement away from it may be delayed, but it doesn't feel like you're moving anywhere. There's too much heartbreak here. But you're coming out of that, okay, Cancer? You have the Ace of Swords underneath that. This is truth. This is cutting to the truth of the matter, being very honest, 100%. Honest in how you truly feel, communicating how you feel about yourself, how you feel you should be treated, how you feel you should be, you know, regarded in your life and in your situation and in your relationships. You know, if somebody is just like walking all over you and doing whatever they want, like, cut it out, cut it out. Can I have one card for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One card of advice for Cancer. So you have the Hangman here, Cancer. So taking time for yourself to really consider what it is that you want in your life. Also, I feel too a deep regard to communicate that you need to self-heal. There's a healing of self. Whether it be through diet, whether it be through what you imbibe, you know, what you bring into your body. There seems to need I'm picking up that there needs to be like a level of like what it is that I put into myself. How does it nourish me? And I'm not talking about just like nutritional value of your food. I'm talking about like healing your mind, healing your body, healing who you are. Like, you know, you have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck for that. So when we do heal, when we choose to take our time to consider everything that we want in our lives, we move forward positively, directly towards what we want. This is moving towards success, okay, Cancer? You know, you have to deal with this. You have to deal with your emotional aspect. You have to deal with the reality of feeling how, you know, abundance and stability, you know, financial, monetary, you know, these types of like traps can get in our way and cloud our energy, cloud our thoughts about ourselves. And, you know, it's more so about like truly trusting where you're supposed to be in your life, and detaching from a lot of these things. These are just very mundane things that don't let them rule you. Okay. Move away from them, balance your energy out, heal from this situation. Okay. And move away from it towards success. All right, Cancer. My name is Isel. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm on the YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. Yeah, if this message resonated, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back for more readings towards the middle of December. All right, I hope you're having a good day. Bye.